What a night. What a day. What a night. It's so good to be back near trail. Rocking on the console over here. Durston crew. Durstons. I can't get away from these damn Durstons. Okay, proper good morning. It's day 17. I'm here at Paradise Valley Cafe. Slept here last night after my hitchhiking debacle that took me to Hemet, or Hemet, I don't know how to pronounce it, which is like 30 miles that way, and about 10 miles that way is a mini mart. And when I got a ride from here to Idlewild the other day, I remember passing that mini mart and coming back yesterday in the back of this dude's Lear. I didn't really pay attention to which turn he took at that mini mart. I was like, oh cool, there's the mini mart, must be going the right way, because when I told him I need to get to PVC, he was like, okay, like he knew the area. Well, Hemet is the opposite direction from PVC. So I find myself in Hemet. This guy who'd been, driving with his wife in their Silverado, sipping a Bud Ice, a tall, like a 24-ounce Bud Ice out of his cup holder, no brown bag the whole way. He's like, stops in his parking lot. He's like, hey dude, this is you, man. I was like, what? And he's like, where'd you need to go again? I was like, Paradise Valley Cafe, Highway 74. And he's like, oh dude, like that's the other direction, man. I didn't know where you were going. You got to get out here. And I was like, fucking all right. So I get out there. I'm in Hemet. It's 7 o'clock. I try to hitch out of Hemet. I'm reading the maps wrong. I was on the wrong side of the road hitching. So I would have got hosed anyways. After about a half hour of trying to hitch, it gets dark. I'm like, no one's gonna pick me up and give me a ride in Hemet friggin' after dark, going to PVC. So I'm like, what do I do? There's a Taco Bell in this parking lot. So I go to the Taco Bell. I'm like, all right, good things happen involving Taco Bell. So if I go near Taco Bell, I'll be saved. Dog, I got a ride from an Uber driver who had just finished his day. He's in Taco Bell, and he's like, dog, like, I've been giving hikers rides all day. I'm done. You look like you're bumming. How far are you ready down the road do you need to go? I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to pay for an Uber. He's like, bro, I got you. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. Just Brazilian dude named Ray. So shout out to you, dude. And so he gets me to PVC. I was elated. I get there. Friggin' run into Steaks. Steaks is here, closing down shop, eating a burger. I walk in, I tell him, dude, I've been in some shit, man. And he just looks at me, hands me the rest of this burger like it's animal. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that was epic. So then just pitched back here in the back 40. And yeah, I'm gonna actually get back on trail now today. And it's early. I don't even think it's 8 o'clock. They don't even open till 8. So there's plenty of time to hike. I'm loaded down with gear and food, and I'm so ready to get back on trail. Man, yesterday was like an IRL Grateful Dead song. I was like the character in the Grateful Dead song yesterday. I could go into some more detail, but that's a story for another place and another time, mate. Broke my glasses. Pretty bummed about that. $200 glasses. Smith. I don't know if they'd replace them. Would they? Maybe. Got them at REI. All I can say is I didn't pay $200. I'd returned some stuff and got them with return stuff money. So, but for the foreseeable future, they fuck not. Oh well. They're still on my face. Shout out to duct tape. Shout out my sponsors. Shout out my sponsors, duct tape. I keep saying like shout out my sponsors. For those of you who don't know or are curious about that, I am highly sponsored. The firest brands, the dopest gear, Yeah, no, I'm kidding. It's a joke because I'm so not sponsored. But it's to me, it's really funny to be like, shout out my sponsors. I found a nug of dank looking weed on the ground outside my tent this morning. So the Lord keeps raining his blessings down. Anyways, time to get on with the day. Time to pack up, finish my coffee, and take a crack at it. Like a crack addict.
California t-shirt weather. Finally.
Dude, for real.
I'm waiting for shorts when I can break out my
Why aren't
shorts.
you already in shorts, bruh?
I don't know. Because I don't want to be.
In Seattle, man, like
I'm snatching this real quick.
other messengers and whatnot, all of us couriers, we all like, it's sort of like a thing. Like, it's a flex to wear shorts, like, if the colder the weather is. Like, if it's like 40 degrees and a dry day, you might catch a motherfucker out there in shorts. There's this cat named Ernie, and he's this little fucking Filipino dude who's like this tall, covered in tattoos, missing a front tooth, been a bike messenger for like fucking 13 or 14 years. And he'll be out in just his fly ass Adidas, a pair of shorts like this friggin' short, just out there, man. Like, okay, bro. But it is kind of like an unspoken thing that it's like, oh, damn. Oh, did you see so-and-so on 5th Avenue earlier? Rocking shorts out in this weather? Fucking that dude's crazy today, dude. Good times. Good times. I'm gonna miss those times, but everything must come to an end.
So how do bike messengers...
He's done food and he's done legal work, and now he like does his own thing.
Yeah.
Like he's got his own company. They're called what are they called? What's his company? Street Legal Messengers. That's his company. And so he basically has all these contracts with people that give him, he does process service, like a ton of process service, almost exclusively. All process service. Just like Pineapple Express, you know, you've been served, and that's that accounts for a huge amount of messenger work, and has for a while. And sometimes it's like, you know, with a serve is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Because in a city like New York, messengers are actually, you know, still getting, you know, beeped on an app or something by their dispatcher, and there's, you know, different flower shops in New York. There's so much more volume that messenger work is like, you know, it's there. But in a little city like Seattle, it's a little sparser. So a lot of messengers, when I started at least, were doing process service. We still do, but that stuff's gnarly because like you got to do like 4 attempts on a person to make a serve count. You got to serve them in the morning, afternoon, at their job, at their home, and in the evening, and on weekends.
Yeah.
And so you've got this fucking piece of paper you're supposed to serve this person, and you might only get paid $20 for that.
Yeah.
So you end up, a lot of cats would end up routing their whole day around all these different attempts they'd make at serving people. And it all builds up after a while to where, you know, you can be making like 100, 200 a day. The pay is, I mean, it's hard, you know, it's really hard. And any cat who's doing that is hustling their ass off.
Yeah.
So yeah. There's a courier co-op, a messenger co-op in Seattle called Seattle SMC, Seattle Messenger Co-op. And you know, the co-op, it's like it's employee owned, blah blah blah. And so they have contracts and stuff with different places, and they do car work as well. Like some lawyer might have to travel and call them up to be like, hey, go pick my luggage up at the airport. So they'll send a car to go pick up their luggage, bring it back to wherever they're staying, whatever. But since they're a co-op, like everyone like splits the money they make for a lot of things. So like they have a contract with the sandwich place downtown, and one of their messengers, one of them might just end up doing all the sandwich deliveries for that whole week for that place. But at the end of the week, all the money that got made off of those, sandwich platters he was delivering all throughout the week, everyone gets a little cut of it.
Yeah.
So there's, downsides and upsides to all the different factors of being a messenger. Like, as a food courier, I mean, during COVID, bro, I was making like $1,500 a week.
Yeah.
Fucking living life, smoking weed all day. You can drink on the clock.
During COVID?
Work whenever you want. Yeah, dude. But also, like, a bunch of immigrants came in with e-bikes. And over the course of, like, 6 months, they went from in Seattle being, like, maybe a couple little African guys buzzing around on their e-bikes doing app delivery to, like, there was, like, 40 of them, 50 of them. All of them running ripped off versions of the app with, like, no citizenship, no ID, don't speak any English. But the apps are built towards supporting work like that because they can get it's cheaper for them.
It's cheap.
Yeah, us bike messengers, us bike couriers, we'll sit and wait for an order to come through on our apps that's like worth a good amount of money, good pay, or we know it's going to a neighborhood or something, or from a restaurant that will have a higher chance of us getting a good tip or good pay for it. But those immigrant dudes, they're just happy to be in America, and so they'll take any jobs. They'll do the shittiest jobs, and that fucks up the algorithm, saturated the market for all of us. The legal messengers, they don't have to worry about that, but they're going extinct pretty much. Yeah. So
Yeah, it fucks up the algorithm when people like that come to your market.
yeah, and they offer all these friggin' like bonuses. Like if you're a new driver, all the new driver bonuses and whatnot. Like, do this many deliveries in your first 30 days, and we'll give you this much. And then you get a whole bunch of cracks that are fucking out there down to take even the shittiest orders. The people ordering don't care. Yep. They don't give a rat's ass, dude. Yep. They're just freaking up in there. There's some buildings in downtown Seattle that are fucking 30 stories tall. Yeah. And the 5th, 6th floor apartments start at like 3,400. Yeah. And it's crazy. These are the and these people don't give a fuck. Yeah. They just don't want to leave their building to get some food. And it's just, oh man. Best job I've ever had though. While it was, best job I ever had.
Good morning, guys.
Wow.
It's only 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Dude, so this is Steady right here. This is Steady from North Carolina. Yeah. He just rolls up and he's like, dude, I found your YouTube. And I'm like, no way.
He's like a celebrity.
Nah. No way did this guy find my YouTube, man. So shout out to Steady's wife and shout out to Steady from North Carolina, because that's just so cool. Like, it's what it's about. Is the community, man, and just having fun. And this is what really happens on a thru hike. Yeah. The good and the dirty. Oh man.
So I did the AT last year.
Cool.
And I started January.
Okay.
So I didn't see anybody. Zero.
Really?
I hiked with a 22-year-old for half the trail. But other than that, like, we'd roll up to a shelter, we knew we had the shelter all to ourselves.
Oh.
So it was kind of good. But then at the end, it's like, man, I wish I'd see some people. But I got zero trail magic.
No way. Wow.
Too early.
That's gangster though.
January 7th.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Once again, so I've got all my stuff packed. So sick to run into Steady. He's getting right back on trail. I'm going inside to plug my phone in for a bit, and but it's been cool to meet him, look at him doing his due diligence.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to his wife, shout out to him. That's so sick, man. So sick. All right, about to fucking lit out a PVC finally. What time is it?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Too late.
It's too late. It's definitely, they're still, I don't know if they're even serving breakfast anymore. It's sometime around noon probably.
Yeah.
Got some fucking free food. Some
Food.
CBD soda, some brewskis, and about to rip some hashy, weedy, spliffy bowls out of the bizong, and then fucking hike.
Finally.
Day 17, baby, let's go. Oh my God. I almost just puked off that last hit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Back to hiking. Back to hiking. Let's go. Fucking wasn't recording the whole time. It feels good to be walking. Fuck it. Fuck it. Walk. 100 miles of Big Bear. Let's go. It's beautiful. Fuck carrying hella food. I've got like 9 days of food. Conservatively, like 9 days of food. Liberally, maybe like 7 days.
Yeah, it's only like 5.
Fucking let's do it. Paradise Cafe is way back there. Gone. Out here with steaks. Mahida. Back on trail. This is it. About to be out of cell service for I don't know how long. I got like somewhere like 100 miles to go to get to Big Bear. That's my next stop. Might stop off in Cabazon to get some charge or whatever, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna send it. I got full batteries, fucking 2 10Ks, 12800, and 70% battery on this phone. So let's go, dude. Let's walk. Fucking nice to be hiking in the sunshine again. Andy Elam lost his life here June 17th, 1989. Okay, don't know why I lost his life, but RIP, brother. Off we go. Back on trail. Walking really strong, big long strides. Feet are friggin' at 100%. I don't know how many miles are gonna get crushed today, but there's some miles that are gonna get done today. It feels good to be back in the groove. Plenty of food, plenty of water. Just no worries, man. Miles to crush. Made it out of that vortex alive. And I keep those vortexes to a minimum. I don't need a whole lots of money. I don't need a big fine car. I got everything that a man could want. I got more than I'm asking for. All right, trail's hard, a little bit of sandy dust on it, making it a little slippery at times, but otherwise just totally cruisy, friggin' flat, hard trail. Yeah, man, feels good to be on trail again. headed to the next water source. A lot of people in the comments are saying stuff like the next 2 miles out of here, next 2-3 miles that I'm looking at right now are like really, really cool. So I'm stoked for all the miles, but I'm definitely loving this already. Also, huge shout out to Bethany in the comments. Seriously, Bethany, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver, and it just means more than I can describe. I don't even know how to put it. I'm not trying to make money on this. I'm not trying to get YouTube famous. I'm just doing what I'm doing, and I hope that everyone watching can just like, you know, live vicariously through my journey in its own, you know, unique perspective that, you know, I understand is pretty wacky sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. I'm really just trying to get the reality of this trail on video and just the rawest of the raw as far as I can. So Bethany, you know, homies like you know, you're helping propel this hike forward and ensure my safety, my security, and help contribute to the, you know, guarantee that I'm going to finish this hike. And it just means so much. It means so much. I don't even know you, but you know, if I did, I'd love to just give you the biggest hug right now. Look at all this beautiful, beautiful, back into this stuff. I think that's a viewpoint. I'm gonna stick right here. A little installation over there, probably a pot grow. And that right there, I think, is Mount San Jacinto. So we'll see how this goes. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to get in some snow. Can't wait to be in some extreme-ish. I'm hyped about it. But for now, it's just miles and miles. Let's do it. Just ran into Anthony, Catherine, and Rumi. Their 5-year-old kid, Rumi. They were having a snack on the trail. And it was good to see them. I saw them at Idlewild. So it's sick to be on trail with them. They're tight, super laid back, super chill. Really like their vibes. And yeah, little Rumi's just kicking ass out here for a 5-year-old. So sick. I shouted like remembering life at 5 years old. So that's like really cool. Really cool to see them. Maybe I'll grab some Indian food with them down the trail. That'd be tight. I don't know how many miles I've done. Probably like 2. Road Bowl by the Melvins. Blasting. Just good vibes. Bring good tribes, man. High Pitter safety meeting at 3 miles. Not bad. Okay, smoke break over. Mushrooms are kicking in. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Super Nintendo. Skull and Crossbones. 3-hour repeat on the earbuds. And time to crush some miles. So we're 3 miles in. Let's do 6 more. Let's go. Out here in the sun is so hot. It's so hot. I'm a ski heating. I know it's not as hot as it could be, but a bit warm on my skin. Yeah, mate. Oh, it's a lovely climb. It's quite lovely. Litre and a half on me, looking for water. Should be in a couple more miles here. Lovely. Wow. You sons of guns in May are gonna fry out here. You're gonna have such gnarly water carries. Holy cow, dude. Man, pray for you. Pray for the thru hikers in May. Oh, Lord. Shout out Kev Goes Hiking. Y'all go get on YouTube and just type in Kev Goes Hiking. Homeboy is up in Oregon, and he's just like, I know he's just hissing fit, ready to burst to get his ass on trail. And he's putting some sick ass content out there, doing his thing, staying relevant, baby. So shout out Kev. We've had some correspondence on Instagram. and he's a chill dude. So shout out to him. I think he's got like a friggin' mid-May start. Dusky's gonna be flying. Dusky's gonna be killing it. Oh, lizards. Just seen lizards, no snakes today. I got about a water, 1.5 liters of water, setting into a nice steady rhythm with these shroomies, and nice steady walking pace, and just vibing with the beat, baby. Oh, it's such a good spot. Wow, this is just what I'm hiking through all day. I am sweating though, baby. I am dripping sweat. It's been a minute since I was sweating. It feels so good. It feels so good to sweat. Oh man, I love it. Oh, I'm fucking loving it. Dang up, mommy, make it roll. Won't you pop, lock, drop it for me, girl, get low. If your mama gave it to you, baby girl, let it show. Once you pop, lock, drop it for me, maybe we can roll. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. This is what it's all about. Fuck what everyone says. Start the PCT early. Hike your hardest, the hardest part of the day. Also, shout out my sci-fi nerds. Where you at? Where you at? Who out there grokking? Who groks me, bruh? Who grokking this shit? Who grokking, baby? Who got a still suit? I'd like a still suit. What about Academy, huh? Orson Scott Card, Ender's Game, Ender's Shadow, all that shit. Pretty cool books for a Mormon. Oh, hey, what's up, little guys? Got some ants. Oh, damn, I'm stressing them out. Sorry, guys. They probably don't like the 5G or the cell vibes. Fucking let's go. Oh, amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm just pistol whipping my way down trail today. There's no wind. The trail's super easy. No snakes. No nothing. Nothing going. Everything's laced. I'm in the locking zone. I'm in the locking zone. Just pistol whipping it. Pistol Whip would be a sick trail name. What's your name? I'm Pistol Whip. Oh, fuck you, mate. Fuck you, mate. Fucking on, mate. Oh. Decided to just listen to the whole Offspring Smash album. Grew up with that album. It was actually the first cassette tape I ever owned, given to me by my parents in 1996 or 4. Yeah, 96, I think. A timeless classic, actually. Look at this. Look at this. That's what we're looking at today. Views like that. Trail like this. My fucking $170 Smiths bit the dust last night. That sucks. If any homies have a spare pair of sunglasses, like, the sick ass fly ones that look like, Macho Man Randy Savage is better. If you got a spare to part with, would you send me some? Even if you want to sell them to me. Homies, though, I know some homies who might have some sick sunglasses, so homies, if you have a spare pair, I sure could use them. I'm gonna try and get those replaced in Big Bear. Maybe I heard there's an REI near there. Water source for the day. Water's really good. Asian squat. Huh. Yep. Brown, riddled with algae and little things swimming around in it. Probably gonna need water here. I'm gonna take a look at Far Out though. See what Far Out says. Look out here. Like in Washington, this would be riddled with mud daubers, but right here looks like honeybees actually are all over this stuff. Honeybees. Interesting. Very interesting. Break at the water was nice. Didn't get any. 3 more miles with just 1 liter. I'm good. Steaks caught up to me real quick. I'm doing about a 2 mile per hour average today for the last 5 miles. 8 miles total once I get to the next water. Plus a 1/4 mile blue blaze. Walking off trail to get to the water. Oh, looks like someone stacked up some piney cones. These bloody pine cones are huge. Look, they're huge. Look at this. Fucking huge. They're heavy too and sharp. Oh fuck yeah, Melvin's just came on. Something off a senile animal. Oh, what's the name of that song? I fucked up. It's Copachi off of Houdini. What a great album. Ben would slap my wrist. So would Dan. Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Dan. I fucked that up. They know me. They know I'm like that. And Copachi off of Houdini. Shit. If you don't listen to Melvins, you're fucking up. I have no shame in saying that. Go listen to the Melvins. Start with Senile Animal, and then go to Houdini, and then go listen to Skeeter. So we were in Amsterdam. Wow, boy, I had a Skeeter night last night. Sheesh, that was a Skeeter day. Good Lord. Did my video stop? Look at these guys. It's just like friggin' Discovery Channel. Unreal. On the whole trail. Wow. Look at this. Look at these friggin' soldiers, dude. Just working out. Getting after it. Focus, focus. Please focus. Look at them. There we go. Wow. I gotta have the biggest nest in that log. Nice campsite in here. Kind of looks like the Woodland Park Zoo. I love the manzanitas. Fuck, there's a ton of bees around. Oh, trail runner, faster, bro. Right. Shit, dog. You know, X Games mode. He smelled like sunscreen. Oh, I did see a note about a beehive along trail somewhere. I don't know how far up it is. I love the bees. We love the bees. Just had to cover up my Achilles spot on my rear strap. Just had a bit of grit in there today and it's getting a little tender. So get some cush tape on there. Some of that friggin' magical Leuco tape. And oh, it feels so much better. Oh, that's great. Whew. Fucking sunglasses just got fossilized, dude. Fuck that shit. I don't care what you think. I don't care what I am. I chuck those shits in the bushes. I can't do it anymore. I can't wear a piece of disgusting plastic duct tape together. It's gluing to my head. What is going on here? What is this? C30 fuel bar. Tell you what, I'll do my karmic justice and pick up this trash in return for chucking my sunglasses into the bush. Ride the dragon up the crimson night. Fly on through the crimson door. Fuck yeah, if you listen to Witch, I don't know, that's sleep. If you like sleep, Dragonaut, fuck yeah, dude. Classic. Clear pouch. Racks in a 1/4 ounce. 2 accounts. Large amounts. Ooh. Shop around. Designer down. Dribble drown. Dribble drown. Ooh. Sending it through this valley. It's a big valley. Check it out, it's just that level down there with some bare patches. Oh man. Wow. Holy shit, Bauer just came on. Oh my gosh. I don't remember the last time I listened to Bauer. What's the name of this song? Do 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 do. Oh, I don't remember the name of the song. Love this song. Interested in what this is. It looks, I want to say a Douglas fir. I don't know. We got about 15 feet. We got blue needles. We got that nice dark grayish, bluish bark. Yeah, man. That looks like I mean, I might be mistaken. That might be a Douglas fir. There's a bunch of them down here. They're quite a specimen. They're quite the specimen when you pass them. They stand out like a fucking Christmas tree on steroids. Gorgeous. Hello, little boy. How are you today? You're a gorgeous little lady. Oh, lad. Last lad, you're gorgeous, mate. Beautiful. Thanks for letting me hang out with you for a moment. Just a moment. Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. What a kind little lizard. What a friendly chap. What a friendly chap. More niche sci-fi. 1979 movie Wizards. Who knows? Rotoscope animation. That OG good. Sometimes when I'm like just, traversing the landscape like this, I stop and I look over it, especially when I'm really only when I'm by myself. I feel like that dude Necro 99 in Wizards sometimes. You've never seen it. I think it came out in 1979. A movie called Wizards. It's animated. It's fucking skits, dude. Fritz! They've killed Fritz! Somebody help, they've killed Fritz! Such a sick movie. Little patch of some shade for a sec to check this out. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Interstellar, dude. And that's the trail right there. Oh, so epic. Oh, beautiful. So crazy how lush it all looks from views like this. There's a gate up ahead and the water source is just up the road. It's just up the trail. Well, this is the sickest gate so far. fucking so Mad Max. All right, time to figure out which trail goes with the good water. All right. Live Oak Spring, right 1 mile. Apache Spring, 11 miles. Cedar Spring, 5.5 miles. All right. All right. What the fuck is that? Fresh poop. Pretty fresh, maybe not even a day old. All right, time to get some water and cook some fucking food. I just got hungry. And we'll see how this goes. Into another valley down here. Fucking sick. Sweet ass mutt. Almost to this spring. Down here in the valley. I am out of water. All out of water. And I am coming up on this spring any minute now. And I just went from up top down into this valley. And it's just, man, imagine being all out of water. You're about to get to a spring, a water source, and you're walking down into a valley like this, and then boom, fucking ambush, man. Crossfire from the left and the right. Fucking, dude, that would suck. You're just like thirsty, you just need some water. You don't even have time to get water before the fucking VC just shells it out on you. Oh, it's just so scary. Whew. Jeez. I feel a little chafing going on between my thighs. I might have to hit up some Vaseline in a bit. Yeah, petroleum. Where's the water? I need a brewskin. What's that you said, Matt? This is kind of weird. Hello? No one's in these tents. I don't know how long. What the fuck is going on? This is weird. What the? That's a trip, dude. Wonder what's going on there. Wonder what's up with that. I've never heard of that brand. They're like super basic looking tents, but they're really nicely got out. Live Oak Spring Trail. Okay, where's the friggin' spring? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, unreal. Water not tested. Boil for 5 minutes before use. Whoa. Wow. Oh, this is so sick. Freaking Raven. I'll worry about what those tents are about later. Right now, it's showtime, baby. Oh, it smells so good up in here. Wow. I gotta not be tempted to camp here tonight. I'm only 8.5 miles into the day. Oh, man. What is this? Kirk's? Empty Kirk's soap wrapper? Fucking hell. All right. This is the chill spot. Oh, yeah, baby. Water filter in. Water boiling. Spaghetti time, baby. Spaghetti time. And chips. Nachos, baby. And while we wait, we hydrate. Having my foam pad is so amazing. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for sending it. I forgot it. This is what's going down. Pasta sauce right there. Parmesan cheese, cayenne pepper. Cheesed up chippers. Pasta's rolling. Fucking steaks ought to be behind me, not too far, probably a mile or two. And look at that. Ooh. Oh. So wet, so nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about. Himalayan sea salt, butter, Parmesan cheese, pasta cooked perfectly. And that is just the best mouthful of pasta that I've had in a minute. It really just doesn't get any better than this. Plenty of water, good water. Hot food.
just after 4. And take a look at far out and see what's next. 8.5 miles in. It's 5 miles to the next, 5.5 miles to the next spring. So might do another 5 miles. Plus 6 to walk back to the trail. 1 to walk back to the trail. Plus 5.5. That's 6.5. Plus 8 is 14. That's a 15-mile day right there. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. Chopper. We got a chopper. Cool. All right. A successful lunch break. All my water bottles are full. I'm all full up of food and all hydrated. Got my shit ready to go. Got some coffee with 2 sugars because I can. And yeah, I got my freaking kuffia up in this shit. Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't want to get my feet wet because wet feet and sandals do not mix. Fuck it. Oh yeah, that's gonna feel great. All right, no sign of steaks. Wonder if he went to the other water, the other spring. There's 2. There's one at that gate that leads to another spring that people say tastes kind of sulfury. And I'm at the other one, but whatever. 6 more miles. It's 5 o'clock. Let's do 6 more miles. All right, got everything we need. One glance around, make sure we didn't leave anything. Nice, all right. Good to go. Time to go climb out of this valley and get back on the PCT. Tiger balm on my Achilles tendons. Yeah, baby. What do you think? Should I go look inside these tents? I don't think I can help myself. Oh. Hello? Anybody in there? What the hell? Whoa! A sleeping bag and a pad. Huh. Crazy. Underwood. Oh shit. Underwood what? Underwood aggregator. Huh. There's no sign of anyone around here. I saw some old horse manure, but there's no animals tied up. Anyways, I'm out of here. Moving on. Move out! Piping right there. Probably work on the spring. It's crazy. This environment, I just stopped for a break and I was pretty hot before then, and sweating when I got to that water. But after barely 45 minutes chilling there, my toes are cold, my sweat's dry, and I gotta warm up again. It's crazy, but it's a 1 mile hike out of this holler. I might be in a holler. This might be a holler. I know the Southerners talk about hollers, and from what I understand, a holler is like a little valley like this that is just like really no way out of it. I've heard a lot of hunters that, down in this holler. Anyways, maybe I'm in a holler, maybe not. But I was definitely practically running down this trail to water. And now with 2, 4, 5, 6, almost about 5.5 pounds of water on me, about 3 liters, I am slow trekking up this ish. So it's 1 mile out of this gully, and then 5.5 miles on the PCT to get to the next spring. And that's where I'll camp. Should have just enough time. If I keep up about a 2 and 2.5 mile pace, I should be able to get there around 7:30ish. Smooth is fast, fast is smooth. You hear that bird? There it is. We just got some baritone in there. I wonder what bird that is. Oh, there it was again. Need to get that Merlin app installed. That was a good valley. It was a good valley. It was good to me. The water was good. Shade was good. I feel a little funny after eating that pasta though. I feel a little like, I don't know. Not sick to my stomach, but I don't know. It was something. But I have been busting ass in the sunshine all day. And it's been a few days without hot sunshine all day. So maybe I'm also adjusting to that. Exposure, mate. Bit of exposure. Mate. It's also really shocking how much sunglasses help just to not feel like you're getting totally blasted in the sun. Still don't regret checking mine though. Fuck them shits. Oh man, I just passed Live Pack. I think that's what they're calling their family, Live Pack. Anthony, Catherine, their little 5-year-old boy, Rumi, they were headed down into this valley to camp. They were shocked to see me. Anthony's like, oh, I figured you'd be way down the trail by now. I was like, nah, brah, chilling. Hike your own hike. Well, climb out of there, kick my ass. It's always right after you've taken a break. All right, Cedar Spring, 5.5 miles. Let's go. Oh, it always feels so good to be back on the PCT after a blue blaze like that. This feels like missing an exit on the freeway, and then you get off, you freak out, you try and figure out how to get the fuck back on the freeway, and then once you're on the freeway and you know which way you're going again, you're like, oh, thank God. Anthony, is this still recording? Anthony just told me he was deep digging in the far out comments about this spring, and he said that a family had to be airlifted out of here. It's like several days ago. So that's what all those tents are from. I guess there's a note that said, leave the tents, don't move them. The family's gonna come back, or somehow someone's gonna come back and retrieve their belongings. Fucking. Oh, well, I'm feeling better after just a mile down trail. Fucking queasiness is going away. I felt like I was like having cold sweats for a second. I think it might just be heat related, dude, because I know what that feels like. I've had plenty of days working downtown in Seattle where it's hot and I just maybe don't drink enough water as I should, lack on electrolytes. Next thing you know, it gets busy, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deliveries into a rush, and I've been, pedaling up Pike Street and Pine Street in the heat. You get those cold sweats. Well, it's a bad feeling. So I think it's just a combination of a long break in the shade busting ass in the sun, because walking it off now, I'm feeling much better and got some electrolytes in me and got the coffee buzz going. It's good. It's so crazy that down there in that valley far off is people, civilization, just civilizing. So bizarre. I cannot emphasize just how important it is for me to have headphones for this. You know, I just came out of a few days of really hardcore socializing in Idlewild, and you know, when everyone's gone, when the party's over and you gotta go do your chores, wipe your ass, all the things that a person does on their own in the meantime and in between time, you know, sometimes I'm noticing that I get like overcome with loneliness and melancholy. Start thinking about my friends that I wish I was hanging out with, or my mom, and just you know, it's like it makes it really easy. I think I could see this long term. Wow, that's a valley. I could see why people get to the point where they want to quit things like this, because they're not down to be solo dolo. And you know, for me, I just settle into myself and face all my own thoughts and feelings that come along and feel them and let them pass, and then I come around to bend and there's a beautiful view, or a song pops on, or something, or someone comes around the corner. It's really interesting experiencing it all and feeling it. Just gotta feel it. Gotta feel the raw feeling of nature when you're just all the way out on your lonesome. It's you in the mountains. Anyways, musings of a solo hiker. That's pretty cool. Been walking along this barbed wire fence right here for like a mile. Past a couple little hole in the wall campsites. Feels much better now that it's cooler out. I feel much better. You know, I think one of the reasons sometimes I get overwhelmed by feels when I'm by myself is because life calms down and there's just like, there's nothing out here but me and God and nature, and when I'm alone. And just gives me moments to think about, you know, things that you can't really think about until you slow down. For me, one of those things is I miss my life in Seattle. It just all ended so abruptly when I left. I tried to cope for so long with not being able to work as a courier in a functional financial way any longer. Maybe I could go back and keep doing it, but I just miss the daily in and out of it. I clung to that routine so much, and I miss my friends, all of us hanging out in the sunshine at Standby. It's just part of life that meant so much to me, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go home and I'm done with this. I really don't know. It's gonna be, you know, a whole new chapter, and it's a trip, you know, and haven't really had time to process a huge amount of life that's just been rushing and rushing. Fucking this hill. Anyways. There's water down there, big reservoir. Way off down there. This is the direction for me. Finally made it up a bit higher. A little bit more ridge walking at the high ground. I feel much better on the high ground. I still am feeling like kind of shitty. It's coming in waves. Like I'll feel Gucci and then like fucking cold sweats or something. And just, I think it's heat. I think it's heat and not enough electrolytes. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to camp so I can just crash. As promised, the not so pretty parts of this shit for all you YouTube viewers to see. And any aspiring hikers of PCT acclaim to witness as well. Witness me! Well, I'm at 6,800 feet right now. And this stuff right here looks a lot like holly. Shout out to my mom's cat, Holly. Not named after the holly bush, but I just dropped a water bottle into it and reached down, and golly, is it pokey. Oh, what's this gonna be? Another view? Another view? Sort of. Got the high ground though. 6,800 feet, got the high ground. Oh, there's that breeze. Wow. Oh, you know what that is? I don't know if it'll pick up. That's just a bird, that little speck. It's just a bird. The crows, the hawks, they just ride the winds up here. It's so sick. It's like, wouldn't you want to be that? Oh man, I just want to get to camp. It'd be really cool if there was tracker, like if every hiker, if you could see them on the map. So you could like look at the map and be like, oh wow, there's 3 hikers ahead of me, there's 2 hikers behind me. Here's how they all are spread apart on the map. That'd be sick. It is a hawk up there, just straight chilling. So sick. 2 miles to Eagle Spring, and that's where I'm planning to camp. There is a Cedar Spring that's like 1.2 miles ahead, so we'll definitely see what that looks like. I'd rather not hike in the dark. This is so sick and epic. Wow. Jeez. Look at those. Wow. Oh man. You know, I was just thinking just how amazing this is and all that. You know, when I was on the train ride down south, I felt really shitty. And felt really kind of just like going into something. I had no idea what to expect. Kind of I did, but not really, now that I'm here. And it's just really been amazing so far. Just like, I'm at a loss for words at times. Ooh. Ooh. Holy again. I'm a man on the silver mountain. Oh man. But yeah, just, I mean, for instance, steady this morning, like following the YouTube channel and being hype on that, it's so amazing. It's just like the good vibes, the good people, and it's just like, oh, it's such an amazing feeling. That's a tent site right there. That'd be a nice morning, but not for me. This is really sick. This is what it's all about. Man, this is a push for me. Pre-lunch was dope. Post-lunch is a slog. Emotionally and mentally right now. That's mentally. You don't realize like what kind of mental jumping jacks your brain's gonna be playing. But brain is not to be trusted all the time. Just like the heart, you can't trust either of them sometimes. So, I put on my trust in Jah. Keep trucking. There's a campsite coming up in about a quarter mile, but I'm almost to the next spring. So, I don't know. This feels kind of good, just like walking in the coolness, kind of like sweating out whatever shitty feeling I was feeling. Also had way too much coffee. Wow. It almost looks like there's smoke in that direction. I'm reminded of that kid, Steven, I hiked into Mount Laguna with. Well, I thought was just maybe haze off on the horizon. He said, no, that's smoke, but he knows because he was a firefighter, or is. So, it's starting to get a little chilly out. I can see a town way down there, off in the distance with the lights twinkling. Kind of comforting in a weird way. I didn't think it would be, but kind of is. I'm feeling better. I picked up the pace for the last quarter mile, and my stomach started getting all funky, so pretty sure that is indicative of heat exhaustion. Yeah, that's a nice campsite right there. Oh, got the guy alert, just hit 13 miles. So this must be the campsite on the map. It said there's room for one tent, and there was room for one tent right there. That's a small tent site. I'm gonna keep going a little further to this next spring. I think it's Cedar Spring. It's not far. I think that is San Jacinto right there. Let's do it. Wow. I think that's Palm Springs. Wow. Just twinkling off there. It's getting dark. I need to camp, but I'm up on this ridge and I'd like to get a little bit lower. Find a good campsite. I'm a tuckered out little dude right now. Right. It's like 7:40 and the headlamp's out. I'm at this junction. Cedar Springs, 1 mile. Highway 74, where I just came from, 12 miles. And Phobes Junction, 3 miles. Also, this campsite right here, under this beautiful tree, which looks good, but it's only 1 more mile. All right, we're doing it. 1 more mile to Cedar Springs. We're doing it. This is gritty. It's not even that far of mileage. It's just this this afternoon turned out to be just a little taxing for me. What we got here? Trail. Perfect. Great. Cedar Springs, here I come, baby. There's a campsite right before Cedar Springs that I might just, depending on how the next mile goes, might just shack up at. It's sheltered. I've got 2 liters of water, and then I can just juke right over to the spring in the morning. Oh, for now though, let's grind this shit out with some nice techno. Got some really nice techno on right now. A classic Omar Farouk rework. I think that's some of my favorite vibes out here when I'm hiking, is like techno remixes of like Middle Eastern music. It's so sick and appropriate. Okay, grind time. 1 mile to camp, baby. This is a really trippy section of trail at night because there's all this brush that's dead, and really looks trippy coming out of the darkness and into my headlamp light. You know, definitely part of me was like, it feels like, wow, it'd be really cool to see this land in the daylight, but you know, all sorts of different experiences. Night hiking can be sick. It reminds me of times with my friends. Also reminds me of times with my ex. That's a good campsite. It's a PCT marker right there. No trails intersecting. I'm gonna keep going. It's getting late. I'm ready to pitch. Okay. Well, there's really not too much things that suck like backtracking. I passed the Cedar Creek Junction 0.8 miles back. My dude, what the hell? Well, I'm out here. I'm feeling pretty good. And yeah, you know what? I'm walking back. Eagle Spring is a bit back here too, but far out comments say that it's like no trail to get there, pain in the ass, shitty water. Someone said Tick Central. I don't know about that, man. Is there many gnarly ticks out here? I don't know, but my stomach just talked to me, so that's good. That means my body's back to normal after my little brush with the heat today. Fuck's sake. Oh man. Well, I'm going back. I'm going back to the junction. Fuck it. Summertime. It's springtime. I'm in California. I'm on the PCT. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. And right now, well, I don't want to go back to water. I want to pitch my tent. But it's a matter of pitching with a 1.75 liters and waking up and going straight to water, or walking a little further tonight and getting to some water. So that's the plan.